Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me for coffee. Hey, this morning I was reading something about bees. Did you know that they figured out a way to track bees? I mean, think about this. Okay. Okay, this thing is like that big, right? And they fly all over the place. So how do you track them? Well, they kind of need to figure out a way because the population of bees has really gone down. So they need to figure what was going on with them. But I mean, what are you going to do? Try and follow it with a laser, or I mean, make your cat crazy? So recently, they've invented a way that they can put like a I mean, this is just recent. Put a super tiny transmitter on the back of some bees, and so they did that, and they're more amazing than we could even imagine. They can visit like 1,000 plus flowers in a day. Their bees, their wings beat at like 200 times a second, uh, and every bee uh, produces like uh, six, I don't know, 6 tons of honey or something like that. Uh, so it's huge. I mean, and you can go look this up for yourself if you don't want to find it. But they fly like 4 miles a day. Okay, so how big is that? Okay. This big covers like 4 miles a day. That would be the equivalent of me going from Miami to Winnipeg, out to Seattle, and back in one day, size wise, right? So I'm glad they found a way to measure that, but somebody had to invent all of the ways in which things were measured. There's a famous author by the name of Mark Twain, but that's not his real name. His name was Sam Clements, but um, he used the name Mark Twain. That was actually a unit of measure that when he was a riverboat captain, uh, people would throw out a weight and they could tell how deep the water was. I believe it had to be two uh, 2 fathoms, okay, which is what Mark Twain meant. Uh, but the other thing, and look, I have an appeal for you. I need your help. I need you to like I need you to comment and tell me where you saw this. I need to kind of come up with my own unit of measure. I'm basically going to be creating my own algorithm so I can know how that people see me. And so all I need you to do is not just view this, but if you could just take a second to tag it, mark it, share it, do anything, um, make me a friend anyway, so that I can have some kind of personal way of having a number that I know if you know I'm actually reaching people, because there's an effort to this. There's a little bit of effort, and I'd like to know if it's worth this little bit of effort, just so that I can be here to share coffee with you every morning. So it would really help me if you would do that. Um, so I guess what I want to say is that we all find ways to measure things. We all find ways to mark our lives. But if every time you went to grab a tool or something out of your kitchen or something else, it had moved, and that's kind of the reality I feel like I'm living in. So, um, rulers uh, were invented, sticks that they use to measure things. A couple thousand years ago, can you imagine if everybody on a construction site was using a different measuring stick, measuring tape, different method? It's difficult to make something uniform if everybody's doing something different. And so when it comes to getting something productively done, whether that's write a book or do a recipe, you have to know what somebody did before, and it can't keep changing all the time. So um, I'm looking for a little bit of help with that. Now, you can, if you like the things I say, you like the things I do, please join us in my Discord community, which I'll have a link down below for that. Um, Love for you to let me know, and then ask me any questions that you might have. I mean, I am going to be talking about how that you can set some posts, some pillars, some uh, ideas and things that you want to accomplish for this year, and where those measurements and how you can. I'm not asking you to judge yourself, but we do need to know if we're making progress, right? So let me know if I can help you with that or if you have any questions. Namaste.